If you're in the market to buy your first home, I couldn't blame you if you felt like a character out of Homer's epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey. I'm Eric with Andersen Realty Group, and in this video, we're drawing timeless wisdom from Homer's classics to guide you through the journey of buying your first home. These ancient stories are filled with valuable lessons that can help you navigate today's real estate market. So let's set off on this journey together and consider 7 timeless principles from Homer's epics for buying your first home. One of the key lessons from Odysseus's long journey home in the Odyssey is the importance of patience and persistence. Odysseus spent 10 long, arduous years trying to get back home to Ithaca. Along the way, he faced numerous obstacles, including battles with mythical creatures and the wrath of the gods. Despite countless setbacks, Odysseus's unwavering determination kept him focused on his goal, and eventually he made it back home. In like manner, buying a home today can be a time-consuming and challenging process, but staying patient and persistent will pay off in the end. Don't rush your decisions. Take the time to do your research, visit multiple properties, and consider all your options. Persistence will help you find the perfect home. I recently visited a home with some first-time buyer clients, and they were really torn about making an offer. The home offered a lot of value for the price. It had an excellent 2-story family room with several large windows, and it was in exceptional condition. We even went back to see it for a second time. The thing that made them apprehensive was the limited closet space, and that's not something you can change later on unless you want to reduce room sizes. Ultimately, they decided to pass, which I think was the right call, and I commended them for going back for a second look before making a snap decision. A recent study by Redfin showed nearly 15% of all contracts were canceled nationwide in June, largely due to buyers feeling pressure to make snap decisions in a competitive market. And when they do, they sometimes regret it and decide to cancel. My buyers could have settled for a home that was a great value for the price, but they really want something a little bigger. Even though they're looking for a starter home, they would have felt like they'd outgrown this one by the time they'd moved in. They haven't found the perfect home yet, but I'm confident their patience and maturity will serve them well. Homer's epics describe the strategic thinking the Greeks used to win the war, which culminated in their use of the famous Trojan Horse. Their plan to hide soldiers inside the wooden beast and gain entry to Troy was a brilliant strategic move that ultimately led them to victory. Strategic planning is just as important when you're buying a home. Plan your budget carefully, get a pre-approval, and discuss financing with a good lender, and have a clear idea of what you're looking for in a home. Know what your deal breakers are and where you have some flexibility. Sometimes unprepared buyers rush into a contract only to cancel it after realizing it wasn't a good fit, causing a type of whiplash. This can cost both time and money, not to mention the emotional toll it takes. Once you have a contract accepted on a home, the contract will require you to remit earnest money. And while that goes toward your purchase and is protected by several of your contingencies, it can take some time to get your money back if you cancel. And if you cancel after the inspection, you won't get a refund for the inspection, as that service has already been provided. When I'm touring homes with buyers, I try to anticipate and point out potential issues so they have an idea of liabilities before they even make an offer. I've also seen buyers miss out on offer deadlines because they weren't ready to go with their pre-approval. And I've had others cancel once they took a closer look at the numbers and realized that they didn't want to end up house poor, which is exactly what would have happened had they gone through with that purchase. Best to put some time and some effort into planning upfront so you can avoid these troubles. A well thought out strategy will make your search more efficient and more successful, just like the Greeks' meticulous planning led to the fall of Troy. We've talked about the importance of planning, and given the complexity of real estate transactions, it's especially important to have trusted allies to help with the legal, financial, and practical aspects of buying a home. Without the support and counsel of allies, Odysseus's journey would have ended in disaster. He often relied on the guidance and support of his crew and the gods, especially Athena, who provided wisdom and assistance at crucial moments. In your journey, having trusted allies like a knowledgeable real estate agent, a reliable mortgage advisor, a great attorney, and supportive friends and family makes a huge difference. Choose professionals who understand your needs and have your best interests at heart. I recently concluded an absolute nightmare of a transaction in which I represented the seller who was in a contract with an unrepresented buyer. Initially, my client was attracted by the fact that since there was no buyer agent involved, she would save on commission. But after months of extensions and the buyer's inability to close, my seller finally waved the white flag and said, "Enough is enough." She learned firsthand the importance of a good professional guidance for everybody involved in the sale of a home. The buyers lacked representation, and it cost everyone a lot of time, money, and unnecessary stress. As someone who has sold my own personal homes and has also paid the buyer agent's commission, I can say without reservation that that money was some of the best I have ever spent. Yes, they work for the buyer, but we're all working toward the same goal, and their help is invaluable. Be sure to have a great agent, lender, attorney, and inspector when you're purchasing a home. Their expertise and support will guide you through complex decisions, much like Athena guided Odysseus through his trials. Odysseus faced numerous trials and tribulations on his journey, but his resilience kept him going. Despite facing the Cyclops, the Sirens, and being shipwrecked multiple times, Odysseus's resilience remained steadfast. The home buying process can also present challenges, from financing issues to bidding wars. Stay resilient and don't get discouraged by setbacks. Learn from each challenge and keep moving forward. Sometimes what initially looked like a setback can be a blessing in disguise. About a year ago, I was working with some buyers who found what they thought was the home of their dreams. We wrote an amazing offer, 20% over asking price, full appraisal gap coverage, and they offered to purchase the home as is. When they didn't get the home, they were heartbroken, but they remained resilient. And their heartbreak turned to joy when they found another home they liked even more, which was more budget-friendly and in a location they liked better. Their initial disappointment ultimately put them on a path to a better outcome. It may take time and patience, but every step brings you closer to your dream home, just as every trial brought Odysseus closer to Ithaca. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, was a constant source of guidance and knowledge to Odysseus. Her advice and wisdom were crucial in helping Odysseus navigate his trials and ultimately return home. In real estate, being well-informed is equally crucial. Educate yourself about the home buying process, market trends, and the neighborhoods you're interested in. Recently, I worked with buyers who faced the challenge of finding a new home on short notice when their landlord unexpectedly decided not to renew their lease. They initially felt panicked and unprepared about buying a home, and they were very nervous about the process. But by working together, we were able to find a great home quickly and navigate the complexities of the purchase process smoothly. Educating my clients is a top priority for me, and Bethany specifically mentioned that aspect of my service in her review. She wrote, We are forever indebted to Eric for his kindness, loyalty to his customers, and his incredible knowledge and expertise. Another buyer whom I recently helped purchase his first home mentioned how my guidance was very data and analytics driven, and how we were able to use that knowledge to create a competitive winning offer. Knowledge empowers you to make confident decisions that are informed, much like Athena's counsel empowered Odysseus to overcome his obstacles and find his way home. Odysseus was known for his adaptability and resourcefulness. His ability to adapt to different situations and environments, like disguising himself to gain an advantage, showcased his versatility. When buying a home, being flexible and open to change can give you a significant advantage. Be open to exploring different neighborhoods, considering different types of properties, and adjusting your plans if needed. I bought a home that I absolutely loved back in 2020, but I never would have considered it had I insisted on limiting my search to homes with at least 4 bedrooms. Having a lot of bedrooms is a big deal for me since I have 6 kids. The home we bought initially only had 3 bedrooms, but it had plenty of space to add more, and that's exactly what we did. Had we limited ourselves based on how the drywall was partitioned, we never would have found such a spacious and amazing home as the one we ended up buying. Flexibility can lead to unexpected opportunities, just as Odysseus's adaptability helped him navigate the unpredictable challenges he faced. Throughout his journey, Odysseus often relied on his intuition to guide him. Intuition led him to make crucial decisions, such as when to reveal his identity and when to remain hidden. Trusting your instincts is equally important when buying a home. If a property feels right and meets your criteria, trust your gut. If something feels off, take a step back and reassess the situation. I remember one of the first clients I ever helped talked himself into loving a home we saw, but deep down, he knew it wasn't right. We secured a contract on the property, and I woke up early the next morning so we could meet and talk about getting his home ready for market. But before I could get on 294, my phone rang and my client called and said he woke up in a cold sweat at 2 in the morning because he realized moving forward with that purchase was a mistake. He initially acted against his intuition. Fortunately, we were able to course correct very quickly. The place he ended up buying lacked several features I thought were important to him, but the moment we walked in the door, he knew it was the one. He loved the vibe and the location, and that was most important. Your instincts are a valuable guide, just as Odysseus's intuition helped him navigate his way back to Ithaca. By applying these timeless principles from Homer's epics, you can navigate the home buying process with confidence and wisdom. Every hero's journey is unique, and yours is just beginning. If you have questions or could use guidance on your real estate journey, comment below or reach out to me directly. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more epic real estate adventures. I'm Eric with Andersen Realty Group, a family-owned brokerage where we treat our clients like family.